We're getting used to seeing you in those.
Yeah, again, I just want to thank everybody for coming. I just want to thank No Limits for having me again, and the Rose Brothers. I'm really excited to be here, and with that Nathaniel fight, that was a hell of a fight. I was really, really grateful for that opportunity as well, and we put on an amazing fight, very skillful, very explosive, and I'm happy to do the same again.
Now, Jackson, I know you're not a betting man, but I'm sure plenty of your friends are, and we are here at the Star. Can you believe the prices on this fight? You're $8.25 off the stick to beat Liam Wilson.
Yeah, I'm not a betting man, but the odds are the odds. But, you know, I believe in myself. I back myself every day of the week. I know how hard I work, and I'm sure Liam does the same for himself. But, you know, I believe this is my time. And, again, I can't see myself any other way.
So clearly the bookies are underestimating you, but do you feel that other people are in Australian boxing? Do you feel that Liam Wilson is?
It depends. I don't really know. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy for the fight, and I can't wait for Friday night.
Now, you did give some quotes the other day where you said that there are holes in what you've seen from Liam Wilson. Do you want to tell us what those holes are?
It's the same with every fighter. You know, every fighter studies one another. They look at one another. I see some. I'm sure he sees some in me. But it's boxing. We all come here. We all perform, and it's the best man to win. You know, chess game. So I'm happy for what's going to come, and it's going to be all business on Friday.
Liam's number 2 in the world with the WBO and well positioned throughout the sanctioning bodies after that performance against Navarrete. Do you feel this is an opportunity to take what's ahead of him potentially in 2024? Do you think that you would work with No Limit and go and take some of those opportunities?
Yeah, 100%. You know, like whatever comes for, you know, me coming on Friday night, me taking that win, and then moving on and potentially going for a world title shot myself. Whatever the stars align and the cards come up with, then I'm happy to negotiate and do whatever.
All right, that is Jackson England. You take on this man, Liam Wilson, who joins us down at the end of the table. He's the number 2 in the world, as I mentioned, with the WBO at Super-Featherweight. A former world title challenger against Emmanuel Navarrete earlier this year. Liam, good to see you again. I just wanted to first get your reaction to those comments you saw from Jackson England about there being holes in your game.
Yeah, look, as a fighter, and as, you know, like, that's what he's supposed to do. He said, tell me to prepare for me. You know, like he said, he sees flaws in my game. I see many in his as well. And we'll see who can capitalise come fight night.
What are the flaws you see from Jackson England?
You know, look, I think I'm a good judge of character. I think Jackson fights a style of fight that doesn't really resemble who he is. He tries to be the bully. He's punches and bunches. And when I look at Jackson, I see not one bit of mongrel in him whatsoever. And if he has any, I'll bring it out come fight night.
What did you think about that fight between Jackson England and Nathaniel Cheeky, mate? Because you were ringside, you got into the ring afterwards. Who do you think won?
Well, I think Jackson's very lucky to be sitting up here tonight. I thought Nathaniel did edge it. He won the fight. And but you know, that's no disrespect to Jackson. You know, he can't control the outcome of those things. It's me and him come Friday night, and yeah, let's do it.
So in saying that, if you thought Nathaniel won the fight, were you happy when they read out Jackson's name? Because do you see him as an easier opponent for you?
Mate, honestly, I didn't care. I thought Nathaniel won. I thought Nathaniel won whilst I was watching the fight. I was preparing for him. But it is what it is. I was ready for anyone, especially in Australia. I fought the best in the world. I fought some of the toughest men out there. So whoever's in this backyard, you know, it doesn't really bother me.
If you do win this fight, and clearly you are focused on Jackson England, but what do you see in store in 2024? Because there's so much talk, and we know how close you were this year, and we know the names that are around, but what's next, do you think?
Well, I'm sitting pretty good up there at the moment. I'm number 2 in the world. I think I deserve a world title shot or a rematch. You know, I'll let my team do the work behind the scenes and see what they can secure for me. But, you know, I'd love to get that world title shot again. Whoever that may be against, I'm ready.
What happens Friday night, Liam?
Mr. Damage is coming.
Thanks so much. That is Mr. Damage, Liam Wilson. He takes on action Jackson England, and that is our co-main event, which will take us along to the main event of the evening on Friday night between the number 1 in the world with the WBO and the IBF at Super-Bantamweight, 16-0 Sam Goodman, and this man, number 14 with the WBO at Super-Bantamweight. He is 19-0 from China. His name is Zhong Liu. and he joins us with his translator Serena, who we welcome here to the Star as well today. Firstly, welcome to Zhong. Serena, I just wanted to get his thoughts on the magnitude of this opportunity for him in his boxing career.
这次比赛相当于我来说是非常重要的一次比赛，因为我从小的练拳击的一个目标就是成为世界拳王。我相信我来这里赢下这场比赛以后，距离我的梦想会越来越近了。
So it's always been my dream to be to receive a world title. Coming here, which gives a dream to come true. So he's very excited to come and play this time.
And for those who haven't seen much footage of him, because there's not much available, tell us what to expect. What type of a fighter is Zhong?
我的话，我是一个，我也比较全面，我的也是比较技术型的吧，技术型的选手。
So he's really good at different types of tactics and techniques, and he's very confident about it.
And tell us what he makes of Sam Goodman. What has he seen of his opponent, and what does he expect?
我在网上多少有了解一下我对手，我的对手实力是很强劲的，但是我既然来这里了，我的目标就是打败我的对手，打败山姆，让他首尝败绩。
So he's done some research, some studied about him online. So he knows Sam Goodman is a very strong opponent, and he will work his way out and try to fight him over. And he needs to win this game for him.
And finally, his prediction for this fight.
我会全力以赴去拼搏，我会尽我最大的努力，我会全力以赴的去以 KO 山姆为目的的去比赛。我相信这场比赛应该会打得很精彩。
I believe this is going to be a very, very exciting and very, very good game, a fight, because he will work his very, very best to try to win Sam Goodman.
Okay, thank you so much to Zhong Liu and to Serena, who have joined us here today. And we now go to Sam Goodman, number one in the world with the IBF and the WBO. He is Mr. Mandatory at this stage, but taking another risk here against a world-ranked fighter in Zhong Liu. Sam, there's not much of him online. What have you seen and what have you made of it?
Look, you're right, Ben. There's not a whole lot to go off, but you look at his resume. You look what he's done. He's 19-0. He's just been ranked with the WBO as well. So look, he's obviously there for a reason. I'm fighting him for a reason. You know, I've took world-class fights this whole year, and he is another world-class opponent and a world-ranked opponent. But look, I'll show why I am number one come fight night, and why he is where he is, and why I'm going on to win world titles.
When you've had a look at him, what are his attributes? What do you have to look out for? He's clearly a long-rangey southpaw and appears a good counterpuncher, but what have you seen?
Look, like you said, he appears a good counterpuncher. He is strong. He's a southpaw, so he's got that. But look, I've fought many southpaws and I've fought many different styles, and look, I always come out on top. You know, I've had a good prep. I've backed my ability against everyone in this division. So look, I know I can take him out, and I've got what it takes to more than deal with this bloke and get him out of there.
So is that your intent, to get him out of there in this fight? The stage appears to be set for it. You're live on Fox Sports and KO. You're headlining after what has been a big year right before Christmas. Do you feel you sort of have to do something that's a bit special here?
Absolutely. You know, it's a massive opportunity, and I know the platform as well. You know, so I know all that, and hopefully I can get a big finish and, you know, get into Georgie's pockets and get a bit of extra cash as well. So look, we'll see what happens, but look, I'm confident I'll win this fight any means necessary. But look, finish would really top off the year for sure.
And what a year it's been, Sam. Let's just talk about what you've done this year. Miguel Flores, a brilliant performance. Raisa Lim, an upset victory, which really put you on the global stage. And when you look back at the performance against TJ Taheni, since that fight, he's knocked out two very strong opponents in Japan. So you must be incredibly proud of what you've done in 2023.
I'm not satisfied, but Ben, that's the thing. That's why I'm taking another fight. I keep moving on. I keep worrying about what's next. So look, it has been a good year. It's been full of good wins. You know, like you said, the first one for TJ didn't really get the credit for it. You know, I made him look old, and everyone said he was over the hill. He's went and knocked out two world-class opponents. So that just shows where I'm at. And then another guy like Reese Aleem and Miguel Flores. You know, two strong guys from out of America that, you know, I dealt with, you know, pretty handily. So look, it's been a big year, but look, next year's going to be even bigger, and this fight is going to set me up for that year.
I just want to ask your thoughts on a fight that we'll see on Boxing Day on main event television, which is Naoya Inoue against Marlon Tapales, a really exciting fight, which is going to unify your division. You're number one in the world with two of the sanctioning bodies. What are you expecting to see on Boxing Day night?
Look, I think Inoue is probably the heavy favourite for sure. You know, I think he's a great fighter. You know, but look, Tapales has also had plenty of big wins as well. So he's coming off a career best win probably against Akhmadaliev. So it's going to be a good fight. But whoever's got those belts next year, when my shot gets called, I'm coming for him.
And what happens Friday night? Just finish the press conference off for us. Your fight against Zhong Liu, which we'll see live on Fox Sports and KO this Friday.
I get my hand raised again in a great victory.
Thanks so much, Sam Goodman. Now, we are going to face off these two fighters, Sam Goodman and Zhong Liu. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at the official press conference today. Tomorrow at midday Australian Eastern Daylight, that you'll see live on Fox Sports 5:03 and simulcast on Fox Cricket this Friday night. It's all brought to you by No Limit Boxing Promotions. Thanks so much for your company at the official press conference today. I'm Ben Damon, and I'll see you at the fights.